Warning: the following film is intended for a mature audience, including blood and gore. Viewers' discretion is advised. No animals were killed or harmed for the purpose of this film.
So you take your animal, cut it open, take out the body, peel the arms and the legs, clean up the inside as best we can. It's the butchery and Build-A-Bear. It's the two stages. My name's Dave Roberts, and this is the Morbitorium, my oddities museum and witchcraft shop in Pontywayn in South Wales.
He said to me, he said, "You're moving in here." I said, "That's past Dave."
Quite a lengthy waiting list of people that want to move in. The word taxidermy comes from two Greek words. It comes from taxis, which is movement, and derma, which is skin. So it's the movement of skin. You've got yourself a rabbit. Do that loosening up of the skin. That's where ideally we'll be making our incision. Get all the benefits now because it's going to be very unpleasant in a moment. Massage me. Ooh, cut me open. You should just be left with your body and a onesie. Yeah. You don't need your body, a load of guts and a onesie, because something's gone horribly wrong otherwise. I always say sort of to start above the breastbone and work down to about the belly button. I've gone around everything in the place with the EMF meter. There's no activity anywhere. Nothing is haunted as far as I'm aware. Anything that does come in, which could potentially be a bit iffy, we tend to sort of smoke cleanse it. Because we do the witchcraft workshops, and I've a lot of witches come in here, and we do a lot of cleansing and stuff like that. So the whole place gets a good spiritual spring clean every now and then. So the middle room is a little bit creepier than the front room. It tends to be a little bit more eclectic as well. So there's some horror movie staples in here, like the cursed monkey paw. I picked this up from a friend of mine who had it, and when she did have it, she was saying she was getting bad luck and stuff was happening to her. One of the fingers bends down and you get your wish, but at what cost? Yeah, the Morbitorium has grown all sorts of arms and legs since it started, and since setting up properly, we also, obviously we've got the museum, that's a big kind of draw for people. And in addition to the taxidermy classes, we're now doing witchcraft classes as well. People that attend the classes, demographic-wise, again, spot on, 30 to 40-year-old women generally, but the more you talk to anyone, everyone's weird. You don't have to look outwardly strange to be a complete weirdo inside. So yeah, just a matter of grabbing and pulling. Mm-hmm. So we've now completely separated the skin. Mm-hmm. So this is where our second bit of equipment comes in. And that is poultry shears. And then crunch through there. People saying, oh, it's the animal version of Jeffrey Dahmer, and people calling me awful and stuff. But there was a few people that jumped in and said, look, before you make up your mind, go and visit. Other people, it's like, oh, cats go, evil. If you do a search on Google for how do I get rid of a Ouija board, I'm normally the first result that appears. And most of the time people do get in touch with me first. Some of them, you get some quite lengthy emails. One of the common things is people saying about the name Zozo appearing, which is supposed to be one of the telltale signs that it's time to get rid of your Ouija board. And what will happen is the planchette will kind of swing widely from one side to the other, spelling out Zozo. And that's something which has happened for decades. All of a sudden The Exorcist came out and it was a portal to hell and it was letting demons into your house, which as a bit of cardboard it's not going to do. Touch wood, touch Ouija board. I've never had any problems with any of these. I've been collecting for years. The only bit now left to skin is the head. So if we wanted to cut this bit off now, we could kind of fruit ninja it, just go whoop. That's it. So you roll it towards you slightly and crunch to cut. So this is my medical collection. A lot of it dates back to the 20s and 30s. There's some old medicine bottles and things like that which I've got. The Pulsarcon is euphemistically described as a blood circulator, but effectively is a hand drill designed by a man. That's ribbed for your pleasure. Mummy, can I buy this vibrator? Victorian vibrators normally raise an eyebrow, just because of the sheer brutality of the things. I've always been a bit of a collector, and it's taxidermy and oddities. It's a lot more interesting than a lot of other stuff. Everything's different, and you never know what you're going to find that you never knew existed. So it's constantly surprising. It's really nice that way. Wet specimens will preserve the animal as it is, with all its intestines and all of its internal organs. It's a speckled racer snake from Texas. This is more modern. This is a puppy. Bit of a tight fit in that jar. But unfortunately I've got quite a few puppies. This was all from a stillborn litter. You can see it's still got the umbilical cord. For some people it's a step too far. It is kind of getting into that Dr. Frankenstein kind of territory, but other people prefer it to the taxidermy. It's more of a proper record of the animal rather than an artist's impression. When you get to the smaller bits, like dog testicles and cat uteruses and things like that, you can't really necessarily say that they're just as beautiful as nature intended. But without stuff like this, we wouldn't have modern medicine. It was a necessary thing. So some people like taxidermy, they don't like wet specimens. Other people are the other way around. Some people don't like any of it and just refuse to acknowledge the fact that other people do like it. And they're the people that piss me off. Okay, I haven't killed anything. I buy these things in. I'm buying and selling ornaments effectively. There's no difference between this and a Diamante live, laugh, love sign. You know, except I'd have this in my house. I wouldn't have live, laugh, love anywhere near my house. But you know, different people. Now we've got to put everything, well, not everything back in, but we need to create a replacement body for it. He's all stuffed, he's sewn up. He just looks a little bit tall and long at the moment. So we're going to take his bun and we're going to bend that straight down. So putting the right eye in an animal can make all the difference. The main thing is that taxidermists go out and kill whatever they're stuffing. I've had a few phone calls over the years. People, again, going, oh, what you do is disgusting. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, and they sort of find, you chat with them for a couple of minutes, find out that they think you're killing animals. And it's like, well, no, if you want to, if you want to speak to the person who's supplying the dead animal, go and speak to Pets at Home or your local pet shop. All I'm doing is buying some meat, really. Because back in the Victorian days, everyone thinks of them as being really uptight and sort of never had any fun. But they had such kind of quite an open mind about all sorts of odd things like death. Quite a common thing to talk about. They'd regularly go for picnics in graveyards, but it was that kind of reminder of death all the time. Although that might not be the reason why the taxidermy is done. You're not taxidermying a pigeon to remind you that pigeon is dead. You want it to look alive again. So I got some skulls. It's quite a nice colour on this one. I don't like it when bones are too white and too bleached. If someone goes, oh, this is what I want for my funeral plan, it's, oh, Dad, it's morbid, don't talk about that. And it's the sort of thing which we should be talking about. And the pendulum is kind of swinging the other way now. And again, it's that immediacy with death and being reminded of it. Not that you need it in your face all the time, but I think that connection with death, and just there in the background, back of your mind, because it's all going to happen to us all. It's quite a healthy thing to have, but if you get too obsessed with it, that's when anything healthy, if you take it too far, gets a bit obsessive and a bit nasty. So yeah, everything in moderation, including death. Cheers. Ta-ra.
Oh, no.